Alright guys, figured I'd do a little video here on getting ready for a new group of calves. I took all the crates down and cleaned all the manure out a couple days ago, and I'm getting ready for a new group of calves, so I went and got some of this hydrated lime. It's pretty good stuff. I've known people have used it for many years, so I actually did some reading up on it, and there's a whole lot of uses for it. Hydrated lime and disease control and different things like that. And the last group of calves I got was just horrid. It was the worst group of calves I've ever raised in my life. And I don't know, 2013, I had a group of calves that I thought was pretty bad, and I learned a lot about raising calves when I had those calves. A lot of that year consisted of getting manure samples and having it sent off, and it seems like whenever you do that, you lose the calf anyway by the time you get your result back and what you need to treat it with. But it's the knowledge that you gain in the process. So I guess everybody's got to lose some calves. Sometimes you have pretty good luck. I've been having pretty good luck, but this group of calves was ridiculous. I'm almost positive they were stockyard calves when they tell me they're not. But anyway, those calves get run through a stockyard when they're a few days old, and they get exposed to every parasite in the bovine family when they do that. And those are just little calves that have hardly any immunity. It's like taking a baby to the doctor and they haven't had their vaccinations. It's just they just can't handle it if they get sick. And us as farmers don't usually typically call a vet every time that you have, well, unless it's needed. You usually try to diagnose on your own, and the vet usually helps you out with diagnosing things. So anyway, I put the hydrated lime down. I bought a 50-pound bag of it, and I went over the whole thing. I put it on thick, pretty thick. You can see it. I should put more on the walls around here, but anyway, I just got this fresh layer of sawdust on top of the hydrated lime. I allowed everything to dry out real good before I did that. That's just some stuff that I do. I don't know if it's correct, but I do that. It's when you go and buy these things, it's a real gamble unless you know exactly where they're coming from. If you go to the dairy yourself and pick them up, I'd say you're in pretty good shape. We used to do that from 2010, I guess, until 2013. That's what we did. We had two big dairies that we got a lot of the bull calves off. We didn't get them all, but we got quite a few of them, and those calves are easy to raise. Basically, when they get a snotty nose, you give them a little shot and cures them right up. Of course, just about all of them get scars, but you can usually treat that unless it's a strain of like E. coli or salmonella, and that's hard to treat. I don't really know if there's too many treatments for salmonella, but E. coli, I did have some calves when I started buying them from different places that did have it, and you can treat for that, or there's medications that can help ease the problems with it, and that's what I did. I give the calf shots, and it's just part of it. A lot of people don't like talking about it, but I mean that's part of raising cattle. I mean, you got to give shots, and I don't think too many calves would make it if they didn't. But anyway, I'm getting some calves from a different place this time. This will be a whole new ball game, but I'm going to try to start fresh. I'm told I contacted a fella, and he gave me some references. Nice enough to give me some references to who he sells calves to, and they had nothing but good things to say, which I don't know. I put a lot of trust in people, so I hope they're being honest with me. You all will find out once I get the calves. But I had to set the crates up and get the calves in here, and then I'm going to give them a shot, and I'm going to use Enforce 3. I'm not saying you got to use Enforce 3, but that's just what we do. And a lot of people give them shots as a preventative thing. The first month, it seems like, is the absolute hardest to get calves to the first month. Once you get them past the first month, it's usually some sort of mycoplasma or a respiratory problem after that. If they have problems in their guts and different things, they're not going to make it too much further than a week. So, or the first few days, it's just not meant to be raised. It's just like with children and humans. Sadly, some don't make it. So, it's just part of life, and things die. But I'm going to sell these Sunday. I've been wanting to sell them for a while. I got bills that need to be paid, and I have payments coming up in a couple months. So that's what these are for. A lot of you know that I borrowed money to get the accumulator and grabber, and I make payments on the tractor. So that's things you got to do to farm. Young farmer, it's hard to do. It's just I bought this stuff. I know I could have probably found a different tractor, or I could have found used accumulator and grabber, but you never know what you're going to get when you buy used equipment. And just like with this, I use it all the time, and it had a whole lot of stuff wrong with it. It was in the shop for the first month I had it. Everything's not quite fixed on it, but I can use it without damaging anything. So it's been a work in progress, but I use it all the time. I'm looking at the long haul here. Got some newer equipment because I want to farm for a long time. And the tractors that we've been using are 50 years old and 40 years old, and they're not going to make it another 50 or 40 years. They might, but gears eventually wear out. They don't last forever. So it's time to retire some equipment and start using some later model stuff and go ahead and start wearing it out. So anyway, everything's doing pretty good. When I get the crate set up, I'm going to use Tektrol. We use it in our farrow house when we disinfect after the hogs are done having their pigs. We get them out, power wash, and disinfect with Tektrol. Kills a lot of different diseases, and I'm going to use it. I've used it before in the past, and I've had some pretty good luck out of it, I think. But that's what I'm going to use after I get the crate set up and it warms up. As you can see, we got snow on the ground. Got a couple inches, and with a lot of wind. And then yesterday they were calling for an inch, and we got 7 inches. And that was kind of a fluke thing. And then they were calling for another dusting on it. I think we got another inch this morning. So it's blowing around a little bit, but got a little bit of snow out there. So it's going to warm up. It's been close to 0, and it's going to be 60 on Sunday. So be a nice change, but I'm going to have coughing animals again. It'll be the second time it got 60. It went from 0 to 60 in a couple of days. So anyway, I'll try to do an update after I get the calves. I had some people asking about what I do with these bottle calves and how I do it. Everybody's got a different way of doing it, but the best thing to do is stay away from stockyard calves. I mean, I know people do it and they have pretty good luck with it, but I don't have luck. I usually don't have the best of luck, so I gotta try to do everything right, the best way I can. So I'm gonna give you all an update and kind of what I'm doing with these calves to get them going. But anyway, thanks for watching.